Alright, I kind of messed up the last video, but we're back. Alright, so looking at this guy again, who is Timothy Cunningham. This was from News 1. I gotta look them up, but it's good to just gloss over things on here, on some of these different news channels. This one I found usually very, very weird. It's like different stories are coming out from all different newspapers located around the United States. So if you're in the Northeast, you're going to get a different set of facts than in the Southeast, and so on and so forth. So this particular article, what I see that's really unusual is there's a part where he said something to his neighbor. So let's see, this is it right here. He told my husband to tell his wife, me, to erase his cell phone number from my cell phone. Viviana Torrey, Cunningham's next door neighbor. Oh, is he banging her? I mean, come on. Well, what? That's just weird. That's in no other article that I've read, and I've already gone through 4 or 5 papers. Conspiracy to chime in on why it happened. I mean, the kid was obviously pretty good. Harvard, Morehouse. But he studied death rates among blacks. That was published last May. So that would be something interesting to look into to see what's going on. Because it is a bizarre disappearance when it happened. The guy just went missing. So how do you know how long he's been in that water that you just found him in? This is just seeming really, really odd. And what's he doing swimming with his clothes on? Where he just went to drown? What, could have drowned in his own tub? Or a pool? Wouldn't it be easier? He goes from going to all these fancy schools and living what seemingly is a privileged life to tossing himself into a lake, a river, and drowning. I don't know, man. That's just weird. Now they're saying that one newspaper said he got promoted. He has a new position. Another newspaper said that he did not get promoted, and that was the reason why he may have done this. Okay, let's just carry on here as I continue. Excuse me. So they were searching for this guy for a while. This is an older article, and I was purposely looking for an older article. So let's see, what did we type in here? So I was trying to find originally if there's any other scientists that have been turning up dead, because like at CERN, or some scientists that died there. I'm not 100% on that. One of those big places like that had some issues with their scientists popping up dead. So what I like to do is I go to the end of the numbers just to get a little background on what's going on. Foul play. See, this is what's being parroted throughout the media is there's no signs of foul play. They keep saying that. There's no. It's repeated by. Pay attention the next time you see one of these stories about it. That they keep saying no signs of foul play. That's. Let's see. Let's look it up. No signs of foul play. No signs of foul play. Let's see what comes up. No signs of, this is CNN. I read this article. No signs of foul play. MSN, CDC, scientists likely drowned. No signs of foul play. These are the official titles for these. Mrs. CDC, scientists found dead in blah 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 blah. Right, starts off right away. Authorities say he likely drowned, and there were no signs of any marks or injuries that would lead to indications of foul play. That's telltale sign 1. Repeat a lie enough times it becomes truth. No foul play. No foul play suspected. KPAX.com sounds like a radio station. No signs of foul play. No signs of foul play. Everything is saying no signs of foul play. I find that very, very Very strange. I think it's coordinated. No, you can see all of these. No foul play, no signs of foul play. Why some? And these are recent. 4 hours, 23 hours, 22 hours. Why this need to keep mentioning no foul play? MSN News, 14 News, no foul play. WTOL, no foul play. WMACT, no foul play. CBS for Indy.com. It's on the first page, so it must be something. No foul play, suspecting death of employee. WIS-TV, Cleveland 19, WBRC. They're all parroting. This is on the second page. Wow. That's how you figure it out. And it goes all the way down. NPR didn't. They're just saying that he drowned. ABC News. He likely drowned. No signs of foul play. I bet you is what it says. So I would be very skeptical about this whole story. There does seem to be foul play, because if a person goes off their normal life and goes off the reservation, how can you say it's no foul play? It's not his normal thing. Do you think people just, throw themselves in rivers because they're pissed off about a promotion? Really? I mean, was he crazy? Because it just seems very weird. And if he was pissed off about the promotion, what was he sick of that day? I mean, you guys are working in a disease building with like diseases that can wipe out mankind. Was he sick with what? I think that would be a good question to ask. Was he sick with the Ebola and you guys just tested it on him and threw him in the water? I mean, what was he sick of? You guys keep saying there's no foul play. The more you repeat that, the more I start to think, maybe there is foul play, because you guys are saying it way too much. Missing CDC scientist was upset over promotion snub. Cops. Alright. So he just went and jumped into a river. Okay. Colleagues told police there. 24th. He was disappointed by the news. He left work early saying he didn't feel well. But he called his mom as he drove home, but she didn't pick up and he didn't leave a message. He hasn't been heard from since. His concerned relative drove from Maryland to Atlanta, collect his belongings, including his phone, wallet, keys, and car, and his dog, alone at home. Its most unusual factor in this case is that every single belonging that we're aware of was located in the residence. Ooh, this guy's a genius. Anything you can think of, we've been able to locate. Since his disappearance, cops have canvassed his neighborhood, scoured the woods. There have been no bank transactions from his account in the weeks since he vanished. There is a lot I simply cannot explain. So this article is now saying it doesn't make any sense. This is an extremely unusual set of circumstances. A rumor has circulated on the internet that Cunningham, who responded to Superstorm Sandy and the Zika and Ebola outbreaks, was a whistleblower who warned people about this year's flu shot being the root cause behind the recent flu deaths. But Cunningham was with the chronic disease unit of the CDC and not the infectious disease unit, cops said. His father, okay, so that just wipes it off the table. Oh, he was a part of that unit. Yeah, how many units do you know blending together? Chronic disease and infectious disease sure work in the same department as diseases. Duh. Takes you to the place that the light is not shining in. Okay. Friends of Cunningham, who was named one of the Atlanta Business Chronicle 40 under 40 last year, are helping cops canvass the offering a $20,000 fine. So this story's changing a lot of times, people. And it's like, I think it's coordinated. Because these are all the big boys, New York Post. So this one's now given up it's more slanted towards a conspiracy because they can't explain a lot of stuff. Why would he leave all his stuff at home? Phone, keys, car. I mean, did anybody identify his body? Let's start there. Who identified the body? Because maybe this guy isn't missing. Maybe he just doesn't want to be found. And where's he been for several weeks? They're not saying whether there was such and such decomposition of the body to determine how long he's been in that river. That would be my need to know pattern of logic, was how long has the body been in the water? If he's been missing for 2 months, where has he been for, say, a month? If he was in there, you think a month and a half or a month. So that tidbit of information would tell us he disappeared, something happened for a period of time, and then he turned up in a river. I think the theory that he jumped in the river and drowned himself is sounding really far-fetched at this moment. It's looking like this guy did not just run and jump into the river and leave his door locked. Did he even have the keys in his pants pocket? That would tell me. No, it says keys and car. So what kind of a man would leave his keys and then go out? This smells fishy. I would say somebody put his stuff there and that something happened with him knowing something at the CDC. What's going on there? They're dealing with some infectious diseases. They got to test this stuff out somehow, some way. What are the results? What are they doing that we don't know they're testing? I mean, we got Area 51. Okay, it sounds cool and all, and like an American thing, but we don't know what the hell they're doing there. And are they letting these things that they're building in there go? And do they test it? How do you test it? But all these things are just very strange. Anyways, definitely look into this case. These little incidents are not gonna end up stopping. They can just come up with a story, but the story sounds bogus, in other words. Well, that'll be it for now. I'll talk to you guys later.